All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This your boy Stogie coming at you from STOGICIDE, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. As you can see, I am sitting on the Platinum Edition CVO. This is the Dark Platinum. Excuse my jeans, I just got caught in the rain this morning. That's right, your Harley salesman rides. But we are looking at the Dark Platinum edition of the CVO 2023. So what I'm going to do today is go over a lot of the screen options that are on this motorcycle. A lot of people have been asking me or commenting to me, go over the screen, explain the screen, show how to Bluetooth, show how to set navigation, show how to locate different Harleys, show how to find different gas stations, show how to the concept of the screen from the cruise, tour, and sport mode. So we're going to definitely go over all of that today. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all. Keep on watching the channel. I hope y'all enjoy the content. All right, guys, that's that Platinum Edition CVO. Just showing you a few little things with that 121 in it. But we're going to go more into that bad boy today. Right there. Oh, yeah. That's what we're going into today, that screen. We're gonna show you guys everything that comes with that and we're gonna show you how to do different things from the screen, navigation mode, Bluetooth, set the different screens in different modes from cruise to sport, show you how the variable valve timing system and how to engage it on here, where you can put it in different modes. We're going to show you how to engage it, turn it on, turn it off, all of that good stuff, right? Locate different Harleys, locate different gas stations, locate different hotels. So we are going to show you all of the full functions of this 2023 Platinum CVO screen, man. We appreciate y'all. Have a happy Harley day. All right, guys, so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to keep the camera this way so that you can see everything that I'm pointing to, the screens, the controls, and how to be able to engage this. So the first thing that you can do in order to turn the bike on is multiple ways of doing it. This is how, if you want to engage the motorcycle, obviously that is your kill switch and your engage button, right? So you could turn it on that way. You see how the bike turned on? And then if I were to hit this button here again, it would go ahead and start it. So look. See that? That's how you start it from the screen. So that's how you engage the motorcycle from there. So you go here, you hit this button right here, and then that's how you engage the screen. The second way to do it is to go into the trip sensor. That's this button here. And you can turn the screen on by holding it down, and the screen will come on automatically. All right, so you do not have to have the power to the bike on. It's just engaging the screen only, okay? So for the purposes of this video, we're gonna go in this mode, all right? So now, if you notice, you have, originally I have it set up to where your speedometer is on the left side and your trip meters are on the right side. And so you engage that by hitting the trip button again, okay? So you hit the trip button again, and it will allow you to engage. See how I'm pressing it? And the motorcycle is changing. That is your mileage there. That is the direction that the bike is pointing in. That's trip A. If I want to clear trip A, I'm going to hold that down. And you see how trip A clear? Well, I held it down a little too long. So let me get it back on. But you hold the trip button down, and that will clear, like you can see there, trip A. That shows your average miles per gallon, and then down here it shows the mileage, okay? So this is the first thing that I wanted to go over on the screen. This is letting you know here the time. If you can see that S at the bottom left-hand corner right there, that is sport mode, and it's showing you the time, okay? This showing you here that it's Bluetooth, and that you know what audio feature you're on as far as Bluetooth, AM, FM radio, all of that good stuff, okay? So that is the first place of how to engage the screen. Now, let's go into the menu option. That is this button here that I just pressed right here, I just press the menu option and I'm engaging it, and I'm using the controls of the left-hand side of the screen. I'm just going up and down, and you can see how it's doing on the screen, right? It's going up and down. So the first thing we're gonna do is go into the settings feature. So everything that is controlled from here, I'm just showing you how to do this. This is what you would do if the bike were moving. This is what you would use. I can go to touchscreen, hit the menu here, and then I would be able to engage the screen as fully touchscreen there, okay? So for the purpose, I'm gonna use this because it's easier for you guys to see, and go from there, all right? So we're gonna go in the settings menu. That's the settings button. We engage the setting button by pushing the circle in. When you hit this button here, that is entering whatever selection that you wanna go on. So the first thing that we have here is Device Manager. So this is gonna allow you to be able to add whatever type of Bluetooth device that you wanna add to the bike. As you can see here, these are the pairings from people already putting it onto the bike. So I'm gonna show you how to delete that. You just hit the button there, you select all, I wanna delete it, and now that iPhone 303 will be deleted. So you see that there, so it's nothing engaging in the screen. Now I am going back here, I'm hitting this button, and it's taking me back to add new device, okay? So I wanna select the add new device. It's searching for my iPhone right now. It's showing any other Bluetooth device that will be located around. But for the purposes of this video, I am going to see if it works from here. I don't think it's gonna do it because I'm recording, but I digress. Let's see here. We're not gonna Bluetooth the smart TV. All right, guys, so I finally got my phone engaged into it. Once it's gonna show me to hit that code there, I'm going to accept it. And now it is pairing to my phone on the screen. As you guys can see there, so you see where it says iPhone, that is my phone specifically. So I'm going to engage that, disconnect, connect settings, delete device, so I don't want to do that, okay? All right, so that is how you Bluetooth the device to the phone. Now, we're going to sound. The sound will allow you to do audio routing. We're going to select that, and you can put the music from the media into the speaker or the headset. All right, so let's select music media. All right. Well, the headset is not connected to the device, so it's not going to allow me to connect to that. Right, so then you have the prompts. You can do it through the speaker, or if you had a headset, it will allow you to do that also. Okay. All right, now that the volume settings. You can put the media where the volume goes up, right? That's the way you can hear it at its maximum level. Or you can do the prompts. That is when the navigation is on, and it is allowing you to be able to hear the voice while you're riding. Let's say you have your navigation set and it says turn left. This is the volume that it comes through the speaker on, okay? So we just adjusted that a little. That's the rider headset, that's the passenger headset if you were Bluetooth to the bike, but neither one are, so we're gonna skip that portion there. Right, the volume settings, obviously this goes down and adjusts to whatever it is that you like, your equalizer, your fader, your Vox sensitivity, all of those different items, okay? And then you just adjust to it. Your auto volume control, when the bike slows down, the music will go down. And when the bike speeds up, the volume will go up, and that just adjusts that there, okay? All right, so let's go back. All right, and then systems. Yeah, you don't really go into systems too much. This is more like one-time function things. If we want to set the day and time, you can do so. The date format is already set up, December 14th of 2023. We have it on a 24-hour time slot. Actually, let's take that to a 12-hour time slot. That 24-hour is military time, okay? This now 12-hour slot is regular normal time. Normal time, right? That's too funny when you say that. And then if you want to engage the auto time zone, this lets you know which time zone you're in automatically. So when you're riding, if you go across a time zone, it will automatically change the clock on the phone. On the bike. All right, so different ride modes. Now, this is tied directly to the variable valve timing system, okay? So if you go in, road mode is when you're trying to get the max fuel economy for the motorcycle. Road mode will allow you to get on the road and ride out and give you the best performance and best gas mileage that the bike will have. The sport mode will give you the max torque and throttle response. So you will be able to punch that bike. It'll feel like you're punching when you hit the motorcycle, like you're riding it. It feels extremely torquey. That's sport. Rain mode allows you to take the power out of the rear wheel to protect the bike from protect the rear wheel from spinning faster than what the bike is moving. So that's just a safety feature from the motorcycle. And then you can set these up to whatever custom option that you want, okay? All right, so we're gonna go in and select the mode. Let's just go to sport mode. And then you can set this up however you feel is best your riding capability. So you do engine map, then you can go into road, rain, or sport mode again. You go back, you hit engine braking, you do base 2, 1, -1. This is what allows the bike to be able to slow down without actually hitting the brake. You're basically downshifting, right? Your throttle response there, if you want it to be, like I said, base 1, 2, -1, whichever one you were trying to do to customize your own settings. The traction control, if you want it to be in rain or road or sport, the traction control, once again, is a safety feature that Harley has come out with. So once again, guys, these different modes on the bike, man, they are, once you get the CVO, you can play with it, and then we kind of go back and forth from there. So all right. These are if you want to do radio modes, AM, FM, right? So we're not really going to go in there. Nobody listens to the radio anymore, right? Unless you're on long rides and you can't get Bluetooth, right? So you have Wi-Fi capability. So it'll allow you to engage into your Wi-Fi settings. You go in, you select it on, select it off, and then the bike will pick up its Wi-Fi setting, okay? All right, so those are some of the devices that you have. Oh, one thing we didn't go over was the display mode, right? So that layout, where you see layout at, that's in the cruise mode. So you see how the speedometer and the gas tank are on the left side, and on the right side you have the RPMs, the voltage regulator, that is that over there, this right here, that lets you know if your battery is dying, and then you have the different information from the screen. So if you engage cruise and then you go to the right, it'll be set up in sport mode. So if I hit enter, the screen is going to change to the middle, and then you'll be able to have all of your settings from there. Okay, so now we're backing out of the screen just so that you can see what that looks like, and you go from there. So that is what your screen will look like from the settings menu. Okay, so let's go back and change it so that you can see, let's go back and change it so that you can see the other ones. So that's sport. And then you have the option of tour, where you can see it all the way to the left, right? Now, this is the one where you have the screen. It's like this so that you get the best navigation, the best view of the navigation, okay? Once again, it shows your fuel gauge, shows your screen, it shows your trips over here, and what direction the bike is pointing in. I just moved it while I was transitioning. All right, so you have the different modes from here, okay? So we're gonna leave it in tour mode now because we're gonna go into the navigation purpose. The auto day and night, that is, the screen will get darker or lighter based upon what time of day it is, and we go from there, okay? Then you have the brightness of the screen. If you wanna turn it down, you see how the screen is going down, or if you wanna turn it back up. I like mine set on the bright. High contrast is when the sun is to the rear of you and you can't see the screen, so it's gonna turn all white. You see how that turned all white like that? That's high contrast. That prevents glare from being on the screen. So I'm gonna turn it back for this purpose of this video. Once again, we saw all of the display screen. We went into how to Bluetooth. We showed you how to change the different roads. We went over the different options from the variable valve timing, be it road, sport, or rain. So now let's dive into the navigation. The navigation button, we are engaging it here. We're hitting it, and now it's going to, the screen is going to pop up. So you see how I have that in touring mode so that I can get the full screen or the bigger screen of the navigation while I'm trying to navigate where I'm going. So now, if you highlight here, you hit that button and it will tell you where to, okay? So now, if I'm going to, I can show if I want to go to a gas station, right? I engage that. It can show you the closest gas station. Once again, the trip gives you different information over there. You have your favorites, and then you have your medical, and then you have home. So we are going to choose the location. Let's put in the dealership address, 2955 space 45th. Let's go here, 45th Street. So let's see what it picks up now. It's found its location now, so we just engage into it. We would go down to here and just hit engage, and then it will take us directly there. So since we're 180 feet away, it shows we're right here at it. So that's where the bike is, and that's where the location is, okay? And then you can go, let's go back to the menu, and then we're gonna hit here. That shows us how to recenter it. So in the event that you not knowing where you are, the recenter button will allow you to take you back to where you're going, okay? All right, so now if you see that weather, if we had Wi-Fi connected to the bike, this would hit weather forecast and it would tell you what the weather is of whatever area that you're in, okay? It'll tell you whatever the weather is for the area that you're in. I thought that was a cool feature by Harley to be able to show that also. So I just wanted to show you how I got to that. I hit that menu button there. I'm hitting the settings now. I'm going into the full setting of the bike. This is on the navigation. I can do map display. That is where the automatic map updates, where when the GPS is automatically notified, the map will be corrected, okay? Manage maps, planning and traveling, sounds and alerts. It'll let you know all of these different things. You can set your buildings into 3D or not by highlighting this off. The buildings will show up in 3D. You can manage your maps, update, add or remove. Your maps are kept up to date on. Most people want that on, so we're gonna leave that. I just want you to see the screen, okay? Now, let's go here. Okay, we're showing different routes and rides, favorites, recents, and POIs. POI, that's that there. POI, that are points of interest. And these are different places that you can go when you're in an area that you're not familiar with, right? So you can find cafes, hotels, shopping, ATM machines, tourist attractions, campsites, hospitals, police stations, Harley Davidsons. That's my favorite one. So it tells you all of the different Harleys that are in your area. Now the good part is that it's, let's see how long this one does. 46 miles, 46 miles, 46, 56. I'm trying to see the furthest one away that it'll pick up. 85, 100, look at that. Whoop, anybody going to the Bahamas? That's the Harley Davidson t-shirt shop. I don't think they sell actual Harleys over there. All right, that's Rockstar Harley. That's 100 miles from here. It's in Fort Myers, Cocoa Beach. So those are the furthest ones away. It generally gives you a 100-mile radius from the Harley store. And if you were to go to any of these, let's say you were to go to Peterson of Miami, right? That's about 50 miles away. You would hit OK, and it's planning the route for you, and it will take you there, all right? You see how it just did that? It would tell you exactly how to get there from where you are now, right? You go back in, you hit end route, and then that's how you shut it off, okay? So you go in, you go under POIs, we went to Harley. It'll do it for any one of them. The gas station also, if you're running low on gas, it'll show you the closest gas stations that are around, and then you just hit drive, and it'll take you right there. You see that? And to disengage it, we just turn it off. Oh, here we go. And then you hit the circle in the middle, and it'll end the route. okay? You have to do that because if you leave it on, it will automatically show the route when the bike is stopped, and the speakers will talk to you and give you the direction of where to go, and that's pretty annoying, okay? Going back to the menu button, and then those are if you have your phone capability, if you want to be able to talk to your bike. This bike has the WIM system set up. You will obviously Bluetooth it here, and then it will be able to give you all of your recent calls. It'll be able to tell you all of your text messages. You'll be able to see all of that if we were to have the WIM system set up to the bike. When you Bluetooth it and you originally do that, it will ask you for your contacts if you want to share your contacts on the screen, okay? I don't really do that. That's not my cup of tea, but whatever floats your boat, okay? So guys, this is the, let's go back. One more thing I want to show. You see that house I just selected? So now that gives you the ability to be able to open your garage door, right? So the max garage doors are 3 of them, and you can have them set up on individual ones because they have 3 different cars. But if most people have 1 or 2 doors in their garage, so I could set that up, program it, and it will show you how to do that. It gives you the directions on how to do it, and then you go from there, okay? So we're gonna go back again, and then last thing, we're gonna go on to bike functions. That's lock or unlock, and that is if you want to be able to unlock the bike from the actual motorcycle, or lock it from the motorcycle. Infotainment system shows you if it's on or off. Right now it's on. If I turn that off, it's gonna turn off the whole entire thing, okay? All right, so I hope you guys really like this, man. This is really a cool feature to have. It's a lot more features that go into this motorcycle, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to I'm going to cut that kind of short, right? So I appreciate you guys, man. Once again, welcome, subscribe to the channel. Let me take you back to, I want to show you one other thing. That's the trip budding that I'm hitting here, trip budding, and you can see the tire pressure monitoring system. You can engage the ride info with temperature it is outside, with date, you know, how hot or cold the bike is, how much gas you have left, trip A, trip B. Use trip A and trip B in the event that you are, you want to see how many miles you're getting to a certain place and how much gas you used. You could use it for that. And so it just shows you different things, all right? Appreciate you guys, man. Have a happy Harley day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the CVO. Going over the screen is one of the most intimidating things about the CVO, but once you start playing with it, guys, I promise you it gets a lot easier. So I'm glad you like the information. Subscribe, comment, like, share. If you have any questions about the screen, just shoot it in the comments below, okay? Appreciate you guys. Have a happy Harley day, and let's go ahead and ride.